Hello everyone, I am Shivantika, legal intern at Lexis and Company for the month of June. And today in this video, we'll see the enforcement of foreign awards under the Geneva Convention. In our previous video, we had already taken up the New York Convention, and in this video, we'll discuss further with the Geneva Convention and the enforcement of the foreign awards through that. So let's begin with the video. So section 53 to 60 of the Arbitration Conciliation Amendment Act of 2015 basically contains the provisions relating to the foreign award passed under the Geneva Convention. So coming to section 56 provides that the parties applying for the enforcement of the foreign award shall, at the time of the application, produce before the court: first is the original award or duly authenticated copy thereof. Second would be evidence proving that the award has become final. Third, any evidence to prove that the award had been made in pursuance of the submission to the arbitration, which is valid under the law applicable, and that the award has been made by the arbitral tribunal provided for the submission to the arbitration or constituted in a manner upon which the parties are in conformity with the law governing the arbitration procedure. As per the new act, the application for enforcement of the foreign award will now only lie to the High Court, as also discussed in our previous video. So for the New York Convention as well and for the Geneva Convention as well, the enforcement of a foreign award will only lie before the High Court. So there are some conditions for the enforcement of the foreign award under the Geneva Convention as provided under section 57 of the Arbitration Conciliation Act of 1996. So firstly, the award should be made in pursuance of the submissions to the arbitration, which is valid under the law applicable. Second, that the subject matter of the award is capable of settlement by arbitration under the law of India. Third, that the award has been made by the arbitral tribunal provided for the submission of the arbitration or has constituted in the manner that was agreed by the parties and in conformity with the law governing the arbitration procedure. Fourth, that the award has become final in the country in which it has been made, and in the sense that it has not been considered as open to opposition or appeal, or if it is proved that any proceedings for the purpose of contesting the validity of the award is pending. That should not be there. The award should be final in nature. And the fifth condition is that the enforcement of the award is not contrary to the public policy of the law of India. So the Amendment Act has restricted the ambit of violation of public policy of the international commercial arbitration, as it only includes those awards which are affected by fraud or corruption. Second is in contravention with the fundamental policies of the Indian law. And third, if they are in conflict with morality or there are other grounds on which also the court can basically refuse the enforcement of such an award. Firstly, if the award itself has been annulled in the country in which it was made. Second would be the condition if the notice was not given to the for the proceedings to the party, if the party proves so. And third would be if the subject itself falls out of the scope of arbitration. So the party against whom the award has been made proves that under the law governing the arbitration procedure on any of the grounds falls, then the validity of the award can be challenged. Section 58 provides that the court, if it is satisfied that the award is enforceable under this chapter, then in that case the award will be deemed as the decree of the court itself, as we had discussed in our previous video as well. I hope you understand the concept. Thank you so much for listening.